everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, dear parents. How are we all doing today? Hope we are doing okay. Welcome again to another online class. Today we'll be looking at our English grammar, and the topic is agreement of subject and verb 2. So it says 2 because we've touched agreement of subject and verb before. Now, at the end of the lesson, pupils should be able to identify pronoun subjects in a sentence and make correct sentences using pronouns and verbs. Before we begin, let's have a little fun singing. Yes. So, previously we discussed agreement of subject and verb. And we learned that for a sentence to be correct, the subject and the verb must agree. They must be like friends in that sentence. They must agree. And that means that the singular subject must be followed by a singular verb. And a plural subject must be followed by a plural verb. So we can sing and say, singular subject must follow singular verb, but plural subject for plural verb, singular subject, singular verb, but plural subject for plural verb. Yes, so you can always remember it like that a singular subject for singular verbs and singular and plural subjects will be followed by a plural verb. Let's move on. Now, in review of our previous lesson, we decided and we established what I just said: singular subject for singular verb, plural subject for plural verb, rather. Now, we also learned that singular subjects, they don't carry s, they don't have es, they don't have ies. They are always written normally without an s. But singular verbs always have an extra s. That's what we learned last week. We also learned that plural subjects like nouns always end with s, es, ies, but plural verbs do not have an extra s. Plural verbs do not like an extra s because they are not alone, so they do not need an extra friend s to join them. But singular verbs are alone. That's why they like to add an s so that they will not be alone anymore. So singular verbs always have an extra s, while plural verbs have no extra s. Now let's review our previous lesson. We're going to look at these two sentences and see which is correct. The man eats rice. The man eats rice. Let me take that again. The man eats rice, or the man eats rice. That's the first one. The second one, he throw it away. See what I've done here? Instead of using a person, the name of a person, I've replaced it with a word. So instead of saying the man again, I'm now going to use he to represent that man. Instead of saying the rice again, I'm going to use it to represent rice. These words I just mentioned are pronouns. He throw it away, or he throws it away. So you tell me which of the sentence is correct from the first part and the second part. I want you to pause this video when watching it and you get here. Please pause it and immediately tell me your answer via voice record. So you quickly pause your video when you get here and you have figured out the answer, record your answer and tell me what you think and why you think either of them is the answer. You tell me which one you pick and why you think that one is the answer. So you have to be able to tell me which is correct. Let's move on. I'm not going to tell you the answer of that, but let's move on. What is a subject? What is a subject? A subject is the person, animal, place, or thing that is doing something in a sentence. A subject is the person, animal, place, or thing that is doing something in a sentence. For example, we have a picture here of a girl baking. The girl is baking. Who is the subject? Who is doing the thing here? The girl. So in that sentence, the girl is the subject. The girl is the subject because she's the one doing that thing. She's the one doing it. She's the one carrying out the action. Now, what is a verb? That one is easy. We all know it. A verb is a action or a doing word. A verb is an action or a doing word. That means the action that the girl is carrying out is a verb. Baking is the action. She's baking. Baking. That verb, baking, is an action. Is something she does. So we know the difference between a subject and a verb. Subject is a person, animal, or thing doing the action, while the verb is the action itself. Let's move on. Subjects can be nouns. That means a person, can be an animal, it can be a thing, it can be a place. Now you tell me, is this subject a person, animal, thing, or place? You guessed right, it's a person. She is a person. So a subject can be a noun, name of a person, animal, thing, or place. It can also be a pronoun, because if I don't want to say the girl is baking, I can replace that name, the girl, with she. Yes, I can replace the girl with the word she. She is a pronoun for a girl. She is baking. I'm also correct. If I say she is baking, I'm correct. If I say the girl is baking, I'm correct. The difference is that I have replaced that the girl with the word she. So pronouns are also subjects. Pronouns like he, she, it, we, you, I, they, me, they are also subjects. Now I want you to tell me, how many subjects can you see around you now? How many subjects? How many people, places, animal, things can you see around you? I want you to pause this video, record your answer, and send to me immediately. Let's move on. There are also different kinds of verbs. There are main verbs. Main verbs are the action that people do. The action itself that you do. Like I am talking. My action is talk. The action I'm doing now is talk. So the main verb is talk. Main verb is the action that one is doing. That action itself that you are doing is a main verb. We have example. I gave example: run, jump, sing, grow, see. All these are main verbs. I am doing. Okay, we do them. They are actions that we do. Or we also have helping verbs. Now these helping verbs are not actions, but they help the main verb in sentences. They help to extend the main verb in sentences. That's what they do. They are helpers. They are not verbs on their own. They only help the main verb. What are the examples of helping verbs that we have? Is, was, has, have, are, am. These are examples of helping verbs. Look at an example of a sentence where we have a main verb and a helping verb. So the helping verb is always before the main verb because it's helping. It's just like if I want to help you push your bicycle, if I want to help you comb your hair, I'm always behind you. I will be behind you holding the comb and helping you. So also the helping verbs, so they're always at the back of the main verb. They're always behind the main verb. They always come before the main verb. Like we have here. Like you can see here. She, can you see the helping verb? It's before the main verb. She is, then you now see the main verb. Playing. She is playing. Look at the next sentence we have here. I, that's the subject. Am is an helping verb. You see, it comes before the main verb. Going. I am going. So these are examples of sentences. These are some of the examples of sentences. Now, agreement. Agreement is very important. Let's look at this sentence and see if there is an agreement of the subject and the verb in these sentences. We'll find out. So listen as I read to you. She are happy. She are happy. In fact, I can even extend the sentence and say she are a happy girl. She are happy. Let's go on. You tell me what is wrong with the sentences. They is fine with water. They is fine with water. Okay, the next one. He have a big bag. He have a big bag. He have a very big bag. The last sentence. We has not had breakfast. We has not had breakfast at all. We has not had any breakfast. What do you notice? What do you notice? I notice that there is no agreement in this sentence. The subject and the verb are not friends. So the sentence is wrong. The sentence is wrong. It's a blunder. So they have no agreement. They have no agreement. Yes, the subject and the verb are not agreeing with each other. They are not agreeing. That's why the sentence is wrong. So it's important that the subject and the verb are friends. If they are not friends, the sentence will be wrong. Take note that singular pronouns, singular means one. One, when you're talking about one thing. He is one boy. She is one girl. It is one thing. All of them say one. Is for one thing. His is a singular helping verb. So it talks about one thing. She is. The is used for the girl, only her, she. She is happy, just her. Has. He has a ball. It's just him that we're talking about, just that boy. He, not any other person. So these are examples of singular. The first one, we have singular subjects, pronouns, singular pronouns, he, she, it. The other side, the other place, we have singular verbs, singular helping verbs, just for one person. Now, singular pronoun goes with singular verbs. That's the agreement. They have to agree. A singular pronoun must go with a singular verb. He is happy. You can see I'm using the singular pronoun he and the singular verb his. He is happy. She has a ball. Can you see? I'm using the singular pronoun she and a singular verb has. It is mine. I'm using the singular pronoun it and the singular verb is. So singular pronoun should follow singular verb. Now look at plural. Plural means more than one. We, and I say we, I'm talking about everybody, not just me, everyone, more than one person. They, plenty people, lots of people. So that's more than one. Also, those are plural pronouns, plural subjects. Now let's look at plural verbs. Are, we are happy. You cannot use the word are when you're talking about one thing or one person. You can't say I are happy or she are happy. No, it's wrong. Have too is another plural verb. It's a plural verb, and plural subject goes for plural helping verb. For example, we are learning. Are we not learning? So you see, I'm using a plural subject and a plural verb. My sentence is agreeing. They are agreeing. My sentence is correct. They have lunch at 2 p.m. They have lunch every afternoon. I'm using a plural subject and a plural verb. So it's important that we take note of that. Lastly, okay, for example, I've given us example. She. So which is correct? Is it she is learning? She are learning, which is correct? You guessed right. She is learning, not she are, because she is singular. I'm talking about just one person. Singular subject. You're supposed to also use a singular verb. Is. She is learning. Very good. Let's underline that. So, sorry. She is learning. Yes. Look at the other one. She. Is it she have or has? She. Is it she have one finger up or she has one finger up? You're right. She has. Has is a singular verb. She is a singular subject. So, has is the correct word. You can't say she have a finger up. She have one finger. You even know, when you hear it, you know that you are wrong. Let's look at the next slide. Can you see the picture? We have more than one people here. There are more than one. In fact, there are three. More than one. So we use a pronoun they. So is it they is or they are in the class? Is it they is or they are in the class? Which one is correct? You guessed right. Are, because they is a plural subject and it's supposed to go with a plural verb. Sorry for that. It's supposed to go with a plural verb. They are and not they is. Is it they have math today or they has math today? Exactly, they have. Have is a plural verb, and that is the one to be used for a plural subject they. They have. Better. Let's move on. Lastly, we also use have for you and I. So when you want to say the word you in a sentence or I in a sentence, you use have. You don't say you has a pen. No, you have a pen. You don't say I has a doll or I has a book. I have. So can you see that? Very good. Our study task is from the pages 81 and 82 of our English grammar, exercise A and B only. But to answer it, take a picture and send. I'm going to send the answers soon so that your mommy or daddy can mark and grade your work. All I just need is a confirmation that you did it. Thank you very much for this lesson, for this class. Do have a pleasant day ahead.